shots. Welcome back. Here we go. What can I say about group shots? They're sometimes easy, sometimes it's like herding cats and it's a nightmare. And you don't know until the day. And I can see why photographers really don't like it. There's two types. One is it's a work thing where it's corporate, all right? That'll be more subdued and people will do what they say. They're at work, they'll just gather in and they'll get their shot taken. Then there's a family one where it's, let's say, your family and you're trying to get them in, or it could be a wedding where it's not even your family and you're trying to get them in. And that is herding cats because there could be alcohol involved, right? Here's how I do it. You can do it your own way, but here's mine. What I do here is I do a preliminary shot first. There is no surprises then, all right? Imagine the two differences. You gather them all in, hi everyone, group shot, and they're all there and you get them all ready, and then you take their photo and go, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, now what do I do? I need to change. Oh, what setting do I do here? You'd get, if it's your family, they're going to start heckling you. They go, hey, what are you doing? I thought you were a photographer, mate. What are you doing? And then some of them will start wandering off, right? And imagine how embarrassing that'd be if it's corporate and you're doing this at work. Or a wedding. Imagine that. You're getting paid to do someone's wedding and you're doing that. So what you do is you go to the location. You add up the heads. How many heads am I looking at? You count them all. And you're like, right, there's 20. It could be 30. I've shot 160, right? So whatever, 150, 160, 100. And over the years, you just do all these massive numbers, right? And you've got to make it work. So where? So you scout. So here you go. So you walk around the place and you think, where can I do this shot? I need to elevate. Can I elevate and they're at the bottom of the stairs? Or should I get them standing on the stairs? Or should I stand on a stepladder over there? Or a wall over there? Is that wall wide enough for me to stand on? Can I get up there without hurting myself? Or the people who own the establishment not freaking out because of OH&S issues, right? So scout your location. Location is number one. Where's this going to happen? Now, the second one is lights. How am I going to light this up? So I'm going to light this up using the ambient light first. Because as a human, you walk into an area and there's an ambient light. Okay, so I'm used to this. There's a mood, there's an atmosphere. You need to carry that through into the shot. It really does help. The other alternative is you go bang with the light, with the flash, and it overpowers everything, and then bang, it's a flashlight smashed in their face. There's no ambient light, and there's big dark shadows around their head. They won't like the image. They won't appreciate getting smashed in the face with all those photons. So what we want is ambient light. Looking at our lens, it's more than likely a wide angle lens. Rule of thumb, don't go below 35 millimeters. All right, you want 35 as your starting point. Even if you've got to walk right back and move tables and chairs, do whatever you need to do. Elevate so you don't see tables and chairs. And then boom, you get the shot, right? 35 millimeters. The reason why is because under 35 mil, it starts to distort. The people who are on the outside will look really big compared to the people in the middle. The people in the back row, their heads will look really little, right? And you don't want that. That looks ridiculous. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a 35 millimeter lens, preferably 50 mil if you can get away with it. But 35 mil is fine. Your kit zoom lens at whatever it is, which is the equivalent, 23 would be a 35. So you go to there, and that's what you want. So you have a look at that, and then you put it up, and you have a look, and you move back or you move forward, and so you've got the frame right for the people. What f-stop do I need? I need f8. This is the f-stop, f8, right? So we need f8 because f8 will get the person in the front, and that's who you focus on, the front person. Don't focus on the middle people, because the front people will be blurry. You focus on the front person, and then you want the depth of field to go at least 3 people back. So focus on the front people, and away we go. We're ready to rock and roll now. We've got f8 and it's going back. So as a shutter speed, 125 is fine, 60 is even fine. In a really dark environment, the flash may, and there's no ambient light because it's too dark, the flash will send its infrared beam out, focus on the front people, and then the flash will take it over, and you can even use 50th of a second. And then the ISO, we can play with this a little bit, try and keep it as low as you can, but inside at night time, we could be looking at 2000, we could be looking at 4000 ISO. Work with your ISO. We've got our ISO and shutter speed sort of worked out, and so I take a shot and it's just slightly dark, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for like a quarter to a half a stop dark. That's what we're looking for, right? So then when we use our flash, and our flash is going to be mounted on top of the camera, when we're using our flash, we're going to point our flash hopefully to bounce off a ceiling. If it can't bounce off a ceiling, we're then going to have to point the flash head directly at them and use a diffuser, make it as nice and wide as you can, or sometimes you can take the diffuser off and you can hit it behind you. And if there's a white wall and ceiling behind you, it'll smash into that and then the photons will come forward. All right? So think of bouncing the light instead of pointing it directly at them. Preferably bounce it over the ceiling and let it drop behind. Then you get rid of that shadow because the shadow will fall behind them because it's hitting the ceiling and then dropping behind. Showtime now. You've done a preliminary test shoot. You may even get somebody in there, oh, excuse me, can you just stand there for a sec and just do a test shot. All right? And you've got the test shot. Thank you, that's good. Okay, showtime, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please gather around. I'm going to take a group shot. And so you get the kids on the floor, you get the grandparents seated, then you get the taller kids there, and then the adults standing behind. You can laze on furniture and get people lounging on the side of sofas. You can get people standing behind that. There's a whole range of things you can do. If you're using stairs, spread them out, right? You don't want heads and heads and heads where they're just heads, right? Spread them out a little bit. Spread them out, spread them out. You got room, spread them out, all right? Or find room. And so, okay, now we're ready to rock and roll, and I've already done my test shot. So now this is up to you. This is where it really does count. As a photographer, you look now and go, excuse me, can you just move in a little bit? The man in the blue shirt, yes, sir, just turn your shoulders in. The lady in green, I can't see you, sorry. Can you swap with that person behind you? Because that's what she looks like. You can just see her nose and her eyes. She can see you, so she thinks she's in the shot, but you can't see her mouth because she's hiding behind someone's shoulder, right? So you can see that. So you say, excuse me, can you swap and that person comes down, she goes up, now you can see her whole face, right? So this is up to you now because there's no point in doing this if it doesn't work, right? And you've got to be quick. This is the quick bit. You've done your preliminary, you know the shot's going to work, but now you've got to work fast. You got to, and just move here, move there, move here, move here, move here, and okay, we're good. Okay, now talk to everyone. So you talk to individuals there. And now we're going to talk to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll try and get this done as quickly as I possibly can. So just a gentle smile, and it's a warm hello, and it's Grandma's birthday, beautiful. So a warm hello to Grandma. And then we're going to have some fun shots after that. But first off, a couple of warm shots for Grandma. And here we go. And then fire them off. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you want at least 6 because there's so many people. And people are going to blink. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have a quick scan, really fast, right? You've made sure your shot works in the serious one. Really flick through quick and we're good to go. If there's any blinkers in there, you might have to do a head swap. If anyone's being naughty, like sculling a drink or just being a rat bag, that's their lookout, right? You've done your bit, that's their lookout. You can do the shot again if that rat bag has been doing it all the way through. And you point them out and say, mate, can you not drink the alcohol until we finish doing this? Good on you, buddy, thank you. Okay, we go again, everyone. And if we go again, everyone, he'd be a brave man to do it again because he'll get one in the ribs, right? And so off we go. And then you can have a fun one. So with the fun one, the back row, only the back row, and really let them know that. Back row people, arms in the air, yeah. Front row people, yeah. Point at the camera, rock and roll, peace, whatever, thumbs up, do whatever it is, right? But don't block other people's faces. Don't let your arms go wild. Keep it tight, folks. let's see what goes on, right? And so here we go. We're going to have a fun one. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 boom. And then you've got the fun one as well. And they're going to love the fun one. They'll show the serious one to work colleagues, let's say, or family. It'll be in their house. But sometimes it is the fun one because people really cut loose, especially if there's some really serious people in there and they're known to be serious. And then all of a sudden they're pulling a funny face. That's hilarious. So, and they'll love that. And so that's group shots. See, it's not that painful. So that's okay. So please like, subscribe, hit the bell if you've enjoyed that. Let's move on. And we're going to do family and kids.